Hi there. Today I want to talk about a provision in the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill Act that some say could give President Trump a free pass from court oversight. Let's look into how true this is. Buried in this bill is a line that says federal courts, including the Supreme Court, can't use their funds to enforce contempt citations against government officials for ignoring court injunctions or restraining orders, unless the plaintiff paid a monetary bond. Now, bonds are almost never required when you're suing the government. Courts could still rule that Trump's actions, like executive orders or policies, are unlawful or unconstitutional, but they'd have no teeth to enforce those rulings. If officials just shrug and say they're not following that, the courts couldn't hold them in contempt. That's like a teacher giving a detention but having no cower to make the kid show up. Erwin Chemerinsky calls this a stunning blow to the court's power. It could make injunctions in cases like police reform, antitrust, or civil rights totally unenforceable. This could let Trump's administration dodge court orders, especially in heated areas like deportation policies, where judges have already threatened contempt. This provision also applies retroactively, so ongoing cases could be affected. Imagine a judge ruling against an illegal policy, but Trump's team just ignores it, and the court's hands are tied. Critics say this weakens the checks and balances that keep the executive branch in line. Without contempt power, the judiciary's ability to stop overreach takes a massive hit. But will this pass? The bill's headed to the Senate, and this provision might not survive. It's part of a budget reconciliation process, which means it has to directly affect federal spending. Some argue it doesn't meet that test, and the Senate parliamentarian could strike it down. Republicans could overrule her, but that's a bold move even for them. Plus, if it passes, expect lawsuits. The Supreme Court has long said courts need contempt power to function, so this could spark a constitutional showdown, even with this court. So what's the bottom line? This provision doesn't make Trump untouchable, but it could make it way harder for courts to enforce rulings against him. It's a power grab that's got people worried about the future of judicial checks on the presidency. If you liked what you watched, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and leave a comment below.